So you've gotten your real estate license, hooray, and now you're thinking, what in the world am I going to do to get my very first real estate client? If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about growing your real estate business without ever making a cold call, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell for notifications so that you'll never miss a video. So you're officially a licensed real estate agent, and now you're sitting here thinking, what am I going to do to get my first real estate client? First up is letting your sphere of influence know that you are in real estate. This includes your family, your friends, and really anyone that you know who likes and trusts you. I'll link a video up here of what defines your sphere of influence in case you have any questions about that. But once you first get your real estate license, the odds of your first client coming from your sphere are extremely high, unless you're jumping on that cold calling train, which I probably would not recommend that. So let's talk about how you can reach out to your sphere to let them know that you're in real estate. You don't have to be pushy about this. You don't have to go, hey, I'm in real estate, hire me. Provide value to them. You can call, you can text, you can email, post it on your social media. Whatever you feel is best for your established relationships, you're always going to know that vibe better than anyone else, and there's no right or wrong way of going about this. Just don't reach out to them and say, hi, I want to let you know that I'm in real estate, send me all your referrals. That's not a good way to kick things off. You want to reach out to people who already know, like, and trust you and provide value to them. Of course, let them know that you're now in real estate, but you could offer them a free video home value update. You could offer them a market report for their neighborhood, offer to be a resource to them if they have any questions about buying or selling in the area that you operate in. Just because you're new doesn't mean that you don't have something of value to offer. And I find that's really common with newer agents. They think, well, I haven't sold a lot of houses, so I really don't have a lot of experience to offer. But that doesn't mean that you can't bring value to the table. Be that resource for them and also consistently follow up with them. You don't need to overdo it, but I would certainly recommend at a minimum every quarter reaching out to them again, or better yet, if you've already made that initial contact, every 6 months or so, just go ahead and send them an unsolicited home value update. People love knowing how much their home is worth, and that's something that they will definitely watch and retain, and they're going to remember that you took the time to send that to them, no charge or anything like that, and close it out with offering that if they have any questions about the current market, to reach out to you. Social media. You've got to get yourself out there on social media. This will not only let your existing network know that you are in real estate, but it will also help you gain a new audience. And you'll need to do a mix of business and personal. You don't want it to be all real estate all the time because, quite frankly, that's pretty boring for most people. Even though as real estate agents, we love to talk about real estate. But you want to keep a good mix going. And the point of social media is not only to create awareness that you are in real estate, but it's also to showcase what you know about the market. So you could be showing people when you're out previewing homes, give them a snippet of what you're seeing. You could share market conditions and then also share what you're up to personally. For example, I spend a lot of time with our 2 French bulldogs. I do a lot of activities with them. So they're always incorporated into my social media, and that creates conversations. Social media is one of those things where you want to continue and consistently put content out there and then wait. It's not you put one post up and you're going to have business rolling in. Consistently post and then wait for people to react. And don't forget when you're using social media to get social. It's not all about taking those comments, although it's wonderful when someone leaves you one or your likes. But you want to do the same in return for other people. So make sure that you're engaging with other accounts on social media. Next up is being willing to work with rentals. And it is no secret in the real estate industry, rentals, you do not make a lot of money. And I would even be willing to argue that you don't make any money, even if you take a little bit home in the form of a paycheck. When you factor in your time, you're not making a lot. But what you are doing is gaining experience. And you're building relationships with people, and relationships lead to more relationships. So you've got to look at the big picture. And when you're working with rentals, you're still gaining great experience. And if you deliver a great experience for your clients, then you can also start asking them for reviews. It doesn't matter if it's a renter, a buyer, or a seller. Reviews on Google are gold and something that you definitely want to go after as you become more established and work with more clients. And rentals are a great way to get your foot in the door, get some experience, provide that customer service that you want everyone to remember you for, and then turn that into asking for a Google review and then continuing that relationship with them, because maybe they won't be buying in the next couple of years, but they certainly know people who are, so you want to nurture that relationship. Last is start working open houses. Open houses are an absolute gold mine for meeting potential buyers. And this is also a very budget-friendly way to get your foot in the door. Don't worry if you have an open house and you don't pick up a buyer. That doesn't mean that you did anything wrong. And if nothing else, it's getting you out there, boots on the ground. You're getting experience, talking with people, talking about real estate, and that is priceless. If you consistently hold open houses and you are committed to having conversations with the visitors there while also properly preparing for the open house so that you have a lot of traffic through the property, you will absolutely pick up a buyer. And you don't have to have your own listing in order to have an open house. Start with your brokerage, post that you would like to hold an open house, or depending on how your brokerage works, maybe you need to ask your broker to reach out to the other agents for you. Whatever the scenario is with where you're working, you absolutely can find someone that is willing to have you hold their listing open. If for some reason you work at a really small boutique brokerage and there aren't any listings to hold open, that's okay. You can still contact agents in your market at other brokerages and ask for permission to hold one of their listings open. It might take you a little bit longer to get that yes, but you absolutely will find an agent that is willing to have you hold their listing open, and then you take it and run from there. Getting your first real estate client can seem very daunting, and I've been there. I definitely relate to that uncertainty. But if you put a plan in place and you work your plan at least 5 days a week, you will find that you are able to pick up a client, I would say, in no more than 90 days. Some of you will pick up a client much faster than that. The key to getting your first real estate client is simply to be consistent and don't be a secret real estate agent. Start having conversations, get yourself out there, and you will get your first client. If you have any questions on how to go about getting your first real estate client, drop me a comment below. I'm always happy to help, and I love hearing from you all. I hope you take care, and in the meantime, make sure you get out there and start working on having those conversations. I'll see you on the next video.